Here's another one that was requested by somebody a few months ago, and I lost it. I've just found it again, so I'll put it on. It's how to cut a hole in a tank without using a drill. A request really that some young lads have asked me to do, so I'm going to do it. It's how to cut a hole in a tank with the fitting that you're going to use without using a drill. It's not something I do anymore because there's drills about nowadays. Drills are more convenient. But anyway, I'll show you how it's done. First of all, check in the tank where you're going to cut the hole. I'm going to cut the hole here. So check that you're not going to hit these mouldings or these webbings that if you hit upon one of them you won't be able to get your fitted on. So just check that area's clear, and we're going to put the hole there. This is the fitting that I'm going to put in the tank, but I'm not going to use that fitting to get warm, because if I use that fitting all the threads will get full of molted plastic, and you either spend half an hour filing them out or get a fresh fitting. So I'll use one of an equal size. It's the same size in threads, but it's not what I'm going to use. So now I'm going to get this hot, really hot, and it'll push through there, and that's it'll make a nice hole for us. It's not a recommended way because okay, that should be hot enough now. Like I was saying, it's not a recommended way this, because the manufacturer will tell you that it weakens the tank, but I don't see how, and I've done hundreds and hundreds like this without any problem. Just go into water now. Now the next thing to do is to get rid of that burr. Let's see, that's quite, that would cause a leak if I left that on. So how we do that? With a sharp chisel. Now I know it's a bit of a tall order asking a plumber for a sharp chisel out of his box, but it doesn't have to be all that sharp. Just gets rid of that burr you see on the top there, and also inside. I'm just doing the same thing outside as I did in. And these fumes are poisonous. I should be dead by now, but the number of fumes I've taken board. So now that'll go in there just nicely. Now then, the washer. Every time you buy one of these, they don't give you a washer with it, you have to ask. So if you forgot to ask for the washer, you've not got one. So what you can do is use an old pump washer. That'll fit on nicely. Right, if you haven't got one of them, here's another trick. I'll screw that nut right down to about 1/8 of an inch off, and then I'm going to wrap it so that the PTFE falls in that gap that I've left. Wind that round, fill in the gap in, and what you're doing here is making a washer. Right, screw that off now. And you've got a washer of PTFE. Slip that on the inside. Tighten it up. Of course, if you do remember to buy washers, it's a good idea to buy two, one for the outside, one for the inside. But it's the inside one that's important because that's holding the water back. Right, now, while you're at it, while you've got your tank here, I usually put a small piece of 22mm pipe in there, nut and cord, and then tighten all that up so that when I'm taking my tank upstairs I don't need to take any spanners with me. Everything from there on is going to be either push fit fittings or soldered fittings, up to you. Anyway, that's how to make a hole in a tank when you haven't got a drill. See you again next time.